Okay, we're back for the final quarter of the Reserves Cup. We think Buckley sponsor it. It is the Buckley's Cup. And gratifications, you made it. That's actually made it out from the ground this time, the Werribee.
I did make it out there. The coach basically, he thinks they can still win it. The players think they can still win it. All he wants now is a bit of pride in the jumper, and that's what we'll get, I think.
Well, McMahon thinks he can still win. He thumped that ball towards centre half forward, chopped up by Greaves after good assistance there from Adam Ford. Greaves thumps the ball out wide, looking for the run of Shields. He's there with his opponent in Rodgersek, but the boundary line beats them both, and we'll have a boundary throw on the far side of the ground as Paul Welsh moves into the... If him and Sid Jones start throwing them, I'm out of here. Paul Welsh just moved into the commentary box.
Well, both of them couldn't knock the skin off a rice custard from what I can remember, but...
You did right too.
And you've cleaned that up. I thought it was going to be both could knock the skin of couldn't knock the sick mile of a piss pot. That was the old one.
I would never say that because this is on radio, you idiot.
No, not on yet. The ball's out of bounds to the far side of the ground. Again, McMahon versus Gaylard. From the side, Joey Pace does the ruck work, knocks the ball to the turf. Here's a chance. The lamp pass come out was okay. Got to his teammate Rogers. Zick left foot kick. They need to kick the first couple of goals to give him a chance. That's an overhead throw where I said, play on, said the umpire. Backing back with a flight of the footy. Taking the mark, David Hayes. He's got the Sid Jones haircut and he takes that mark in the back pocket for Corio.
Hayes puts it back towards the half-back flank area. They're playing the boundary. It's a magnificent mark to Judd Gaylard, playing his last game, and has made a good job of it, playing in the ruck, giving away a foot and a half. It comes out of Jablonski, puts it up towards the forward line. There's Werribee Central's players there, can't take the mark. Out it comes, Corio in the van here.
Baker.
It could be the Baker boy, over to Ryan. Ryan sprints out into the centre, puts it down the centre half forward. Oh, great mark there. Who's that, Cookie?
That is number 22.
That could be Rod Parker.
That's Parker.
Rod Parker been on and off the ground.
Oh,
puts it in towards our forward position. Oh, in comes Gundry.
For God's sake,
puts
kick a
it
goal
through,
down.
and he hasn't made the distance.
Yeah,
But it's been a mark down there to Werribee Central.
How he kicked 61 goals. He can't kick over a jam tin.
Unbelievable.
The goal
Unbelievable. It must be his brother playing. They've played a ring in. It's a mark of Corio.
Gee, that's a
and a
courageous
damn
effort
good
too.
one at that. And that's why they're in
That's
front,
better.
because they've put their body there all day.
He's been a good player too, but by golly, he hurt that one.
He's got up. There's a few blokes in the commentary box hoped that he wouldn't, but he has.
Tell you what, he's got a head like a board and house pudding, but he took that one beautifully.
Unbelievable.
That was a great back. Talk about comic cuts. He had plenty of it there, and he took a beauty. He's taken a while to get the breath back. He's sucking in the air at the St Albans Reserve.
Too far out to score, Cookie.
Too far out. He's going to go left foot. He likes that left foot. It's a good kick right on.
That's all!
That was Baker. I think you'll find almost had it and lost it. It wasn't Baker. In fact, it was Johnny
Vasiljevic, I
Bolchevac.
think.
That was Bolchevac. And he had it, and he lost it at the end.
Jonesy, what are you doing?
He's just dropped the headset there. You probably heard that. Yeah, where the ball goes to the ground, a hand pass comes out. Werribee can run it out of the fence, see if they can get hold of it. They can.
Philbin.
Yeah, your mate, the Matty Philbin, kicks out there towards the centre wing position. Well played. A chance. Kick is okay.
Delaney.
And the little skunk's got it. Delaney, that's skunk number 2.
He's the younger. He's number 3 out of the triplets.
That's a few of them skunks there.
In the back, he's paid.
Greaves took them up, and he
Bit
gives away the
lucky.
free kick.
That's 50. That's 50, umpire.
Just bounced in front of him.
Kelly can't take the mark, but has got a free kick for interference. Probably a little bit lucky. Goes on the left boot. He spotted Giarusso. Giarusso has his first touch for the day into the last quarter. He doesn't get a lot of touches, Giarusso, but I can tell you this, Cookie can kick a football.
Well, he needs to kick it. He needs to kick it very straight, grubby, because it's 7:11:53 to Corio, and Werribee Central's 3:4:22. We played 3.5 minutes of the final quarter.
Don't
the last quarter of the year for all these players.
Don't make a liar of me, son.
Grubby's giving the wrap-up. Let's watch his kicking style. Comes in, right foot kick, and didn't make the distance.
No, it's been touched.
From 21 metres out, he couldn't make the distance. You wouldn't have thought he was that tired, really.
Wow, that's bullshit, really.
Okay, Grubby Case is suggesting not the greatest kick of all time.
He is the greatest. He's a very good kick, and it wasn't up to standard. But out it comes now, the Corio boys. That's Cullen again, is it? He's been terrific, Cullen. Spots a player. He's one of those blokes that kicks it to a player and it gets there, but he couldn't quite hold the mark out there.
It was Baker.
And it was the Baker boy, and it goes out of bounds for a throw in. Out on the half-back flank for Corio. On the outer side of St Albans ground today, which I keep saying is still in pretty good nick.
Oh, the big fella went up McMahon, flattened his own teammate there, Delaney. He got the knockout though. The ball comes back. Here's a chance. Kelly, can he pick it up? Runs onto the left foot, goes long to the goal square. High flyers wanted, fists wanted. Off hands. Through for a minor score.
It's been good, Kelly. Grub.
He's been very good, Kelly. He
Tried all day.
He came into the game with a big cloud, but he's had a couple of hamstring injuries and they weren't going to play him, but they had to, and I think they're pretty glad they did.
Dabrowski brings it back into play, finds Greaves short of centre half back. He runs on, goes to centre half back now with the right foot. He goes in towards the centre of the ground, looking for his teammate there in Bolcherback. He couldn't get there. Throw! Throw, said Grubby Gations. Who said he's biased? The ball picked up, hand pass out of the pack, went towards pace, knocked away by Gundry of Corio. Out wide it goes. Pick up here and a left foot by Philbin. Got it around the corner. Little Delaney's got it. He's tackled. Well charged down. He got a hand pass away though. The ball comes back. The central still moving forward. Chopped up at centre half back by Paul Baker.
He's been good, this kid.
The old Baker boy's got it. Oh, give me the full song, Paul. Baker boy makes fat top red. You can taste the difference.
You can taste the difference as Baker comes in from the back pocket.
He used to wear
puts it up
14,
to the back flank. Up goes big Bolshevik out towards the half-back flank. Out it go. Oh, magnificent play.
That's Gundry. He plays on.
Gundry hasn't touched it to the ground. Gundry keeps running. He's got a paddock, Gundry. He gets rid of it. It's a funny-looking kick, but Pasilovic's been fantastic here today. Get it on, son, they say, because he can't kick that far. And he's put in a pass, but it could be a Werribee Centrals. No, he's brought it back.
Dave Dooley actually took the mark.
They've
He's got to
brought
go
it back.
Dave's not happy.
They've brought it back. I tell you what, the umpire.
I don't know about Gundry running. I reckon he was cantering more than he was running.
Well, it looked like he was running as fast as Dick Philpott just come out of the lunch pissed as a cricket. But anyhow,
just as a cricket,
it's going to be Pasilovic. Pasilovic, you would think too far out, but he's been so good today, you just never know. He's missed it.
Well, he kicked 4 straight, Frankie. Now he's got 4-3 on the board, and I'm tipping the boys might give him a bit of a spray after this.
Oh, you can't. I can't.
He's been off target a bit, Sid, hasn't he, Pasilovic? Kicked the first 4, then kicked 3 points.
Yeah, he set it up early, Cookie. He's certainly been a big contributor. The first 4 goals he kicked.
Oh, yeah, here, Sid. Yeah, here. Good on you.
I am here, mate.
Yeah, Sid's earned his money. Don't worry about that.
It'll be the difference in the game, Frank.
Sid, you get nothing for this. The kick comes back in from Dooley. No one able to take them out. The ball rebounding back into the goal mouth. Here's a chance, Frank. He's got it. He lost it. Went for the hand pass and just missed it with the fresh air shot there. Diving on top of the ball, Baker. Stacks on the mills, 15 metres out from the goal mouth. Tried to charge his way through, doing okay too, was Kane Rodgerzovic. We got Rodgerzovic, Pasilovic, we got them all, Bolshevik, we got Tabanovic, we got them all out in all the Vics.
you got new teeth too, you can't say them either.
Throwing the boundary umpire a Vic threw the ball back in.
In it comes now, Corio forward pocket. McMahon wins his 7,000th tap out. 6,999 haven't gone to anybody. And no one can pick it up now. And the umpire says, give it to me. Will he attempt to bounce it? I don't think so. He'll throw it up on the St Albans Oval.
No bounce there. Matty Cullen made a fair groove when he dived into the turf there. Up goes McMahon, wins the knockout.
Free kick out.
Free kick out here.
Central's way.
Going the Central's way.
Starting to bag your own players there, Grubby.
I won't even attack, mate. He's done pretty well, the big fella.
And McMahon takes the free. Out towards half-back, Ryan goes across, knocked it away there from his direct opponent in Robinson. The ball, ground level, works its way back into the Corio attacking area. Hand pass from the Central's not really effective. Ryan attacks the footy but left it behind. Would have looked pretty spectacular. He could have picked it up on that occasion. Chance here for the Centrals to win the ball out of defence. In a bit of trouble. Did he throw the ball? No, so the umpire play on. It's going close to the boundary line. It has now gone out of bounds. About 65, 70 metres around from Corio's attacking zone. They're 7-12-54. Werribee Central's 3 goals, 6-24, the margin 30 points. We played 10 minutes of the final term.
Half forward flank wing area on the members stand side of the ground. A handball out. I think that might have come from Matty Ince, who's played a good game. Nobody can pick it up now. O'Malley decides to toe poke it off the ground. Oh, Dabrowski does the same, but it goes out to Dutchy Holland. Holland, don't turn around, son. Just kick it, and he does. but by now they're back on you, and Dabrowski nearly takes a mark. Probably could have got a free kick for interference. Out it goes towards the boundary line. Big Joey pace, as I said before, with the pace of a one-legged tortoise. Couldn't quite get to it as Ryan picks it up. Puts it back in the direction of Dabrowski. Dabrowski out towards the half-forward flank. They got the loose man going, but the boundary line beat them all, Cookie.
Yes, right in front of the bracks, blinds, awnings and security doors. Little caravan over there.
There goes the Anglesea Flyer being taken off, Cookie.
Bit tired, Dorley. Done okay, I reckon, Dorley. Been one of the good tries for the Werribee Centrals. The ball comes back into play. Knocked down, beautifully done too, and they worked the ball around the boundary pretty well. There's a mark out there in front of the mill. That's 24-hour service, son.
Got a question for you, Cookie. Is Jonesy still here?
Jonesy, you here, Sid?
He's gone to sleep, Jonesy. He's gone to sleep.
It was Gundry, took the mark and he kicked it in short. It's okay, got Baker.
2 cans of Pepsi and he's in trouble, Jonesy.
Okay, mark taken
I don't
by
have 3 and act like you do, Grub.
Paul Baker.
I act like that with none.
Long way out from goal. He's shaping as if he's going to have a shot. I don't reckon he could have kicked it with a dry ball in his heyday when he used to wear number 14 in the seniors.
Couldn't kick it with 3 kicks.
Okay, now he was just showing off. He just goes the short one now. Over the back of the packet goes.
Skunk
Centrals
3.
with the numbers. The skunk, that was the little fella there in Delaney. Knocked away from him, taken by Parker. He's got a bit of mud on him now, Parker. Just couldn't pick him up there, really. He's been quite clean all day. And he's off the line, and Rod Parker kicks a minor score.
Out it comes now. The fullback kicks out from Werribee Central's. Big Peter Gray gets a fist to it. Goes out towards the boundary line. No, it's picked up by, looks like Bisbee there. He's now headed for the boundary. No good hitting the boundary when you're 5 goals down, son. You got to go down the middle of the ground. And the umpire says, give it to me, and I'll throw it in. I'll take a stab at this, and it could well be Bub.
Brad Ward's got the
Big
cramp
Bub
down on the
that
ground
throws
at
the
the
ball
moment
in.
too.
Goes to Eldridge. Eldridge over to Baker. He's coming into the game, Baker. He sees a lead. It's a good lead, and it's a magnificent pass. And it's a Corio mark.
Parker.
It is Parker, I think.
He's got the mud on his back now. I just had to look before there. He was 22 clean all day. Now he's 22 very, very dirty.
Oh, they're going down with cramp everywhere. It's been a tough game, Cookie. The scores haven't said so, but it's been a tough game.
Once again, Grub, Eldridge and Baker out of the boundary throw in there. It's been happening all day.
They've
They're
combined
pumping it for
beautifully.
you. They have. Yeah,
Combined
they
beautifully.
work well together. 2 experienced guys.
Here comes Parker, shooting for
His mate's
goal.
just coming back on.
Tell you
Shooting
what,
for goal
he's
on the
put it
through.
He's put it
That's a single.
through. If there was a chance, I can tell you now, Cookie, see that fat cheeler there eating 4 hot dogs, 3 chicken sandwiches and 2 pies?
That sticks
She's
off on the
just
dress.
about to start to sing.
Okay.
Your mate's just coming back on. I think it's a bit late. A little Kamini.
Kamini, geez, they've held him off for a long time, haven't they?
He must have been injured.
He must have been, because the bloke coming off is very injured by the looks of it, so I think they might have been holding him back for injury.
Great kick by Parker. He put it right through the middle. And it's now gone to, let's have a look at the scoreboard over here. 8 goals, 13-61 to Corio. Werribee Central's 3-6-24. The Devils have controlled the game most of the day. Up goes McMahon. Knocked the ball forward. Chance for the Centrals out of the centre. Little kick. Is that a mark? They're far enough. Umpire said, yeah, the hand pass a dead set Barry Croc. I didn't find anyone at all. Chopped off. Here's a chance now, though, for the big fella there in that might
Robinson.
27 Robinson it was. Got it into the pocket. The water sprays off the balls that gets down there. Here's a chance for O'Malley.
O'Malley.
As he gets
Banana!
it. O'Malley! Oh, the luck of the Irish! That's
Oh!
the beauty. That's a great goal. He's been a good player today, Sid O'Malley.
Yeah, he's one of their better players for sure. He's had a real red-hot go, Cookie, and him along with that other fella, Kelly. They've been in everything. You can tell by the state of their jumper and their gear. They've got mud all over them. They've been in and under the packs, and as I said, had a real red-hot go. But there's not too many others we could say that about in the Werribee side. I think the game's all over, even though they've got a late goal there.
14 minutes gone in the final term. Werribee 4-6-30. Corio 8-13-61. The margin back to 31 points.
Up they go, Big McMahon. He's knocked up, getting the knockouts. Over to Kelly. Kelly on the left boot. Ryan looks like he's in the van there. Can't quite get it. Magnificently trapped that handball towards the boundary from Ryan. And the ball goes out of bounds for a throw in on the outer side on the half-forward flank here at the moment. 4-6-30 Central, 6-13-61 Corio. They're home. But it's not over yet as they're all trying their hardest. In comes the ball. Nobody can get the knockout. Picked up by Kelly again. Gets the handball out to Holland. Holland handballs it to himself because of the pressure. Out it comes to Kamini. Been off for a long time. Probably could have been on. Picked up there by the Corio boys. Baker's in the van there. He's going to get it in a minute. He reads it that well. And there he goes now. No, it's somebody else. Out it comes to O'Malley. O'Malley's played all right. He has a look up forward, kicks it up towards the flank. It's Kinnear who missed it. Gillam's behind. Been behind all day, Big Gillam, the captain. Kamini gets it in. Butters up well, goes over to Gillam this time. Gillam with a left-hand handball to Big Zach McGuan. McGuan puts it into the forward line. But there they are again. The Corio defence have been sensational today. It's tapped out. Over to
Hayes, the Sid Jones lookalike. He's good, isn't he?
Right, he's been very, very good. Goes over to Bolshevik. Bolshevik down towards the half-forward line. Gundry in the race for the ball over there with could be Matty Philbin. Philbin can't get it. Neither can Gundry. What are they going to do? It's gone out of bounds, Cookie.
Take a breath, Grubber. You've earned a breath there. You've had the play for about 8 minutes, mate, and you probably need a little sip of
I don't worry about the breath. I might have a sip of the Pepsi.
The Pepsi, was it? Okay, ball to come back into play. Just forward to the centre wing, Corio in attack. Got the game in control. McMahon reaches over the top of Gaylord. Could have given away a free kick. The umpire didn't see it that way. Hand pass out of the pack wasn't effective. Picked up by McMahon of Centrals. Got it forward. Almost the mark taken by Stoddart of Corio. Couldn't quite hang on in the wet and greasy conditions. Stacks on the middle at the base of the pack. Left foot kick out of the pack from Corio. Didn't really favour them as where do we have the numbers? That might be Kelly, is it? Running down the ground and kicking the ball long in towards the half-forward zone. Is that Gillam giving away a push in the back? No, said the umpire. It was legal. Got a hand pass away. It's okay to Kinnear. He's hard up against the fence. He's beset upon. Couldn't get a kick in. Stacks on the mill again at ground level. Corio have the numbers.
Bradfield on, Jablonski off.
Chris Laurie worked the ball out towards half-back. There's no one there at all. It's all Werribee Centrals. Big fella McMahon's got it. Left foot kick is an awkward. It's an absolute Barry Crocker of a kick. He's put it out on the full under no pressure at all.
These two blokes, they're hard extra fight.
Back flank. Outer side of the ground. It's been there all day. They haven't lost this side of the ground much.
17 minutes gone.
No one can take the mark. Bit of a scramble arises. Nobody can get it out. Umpire's in there trying to get it out now. It could be Philbin coming through. Nobody can get it. And the boundary umpire says, give it to me. And that might be boundary umpire Lance Rowe, who's going to throw it in.
Darryl Smith on and Digger Ryan going off for a well-earned rest.
Yeah, he's done very, very well too.
Back into play, McMahon goes the knockout. He goes the knockout again. It comes down towards little fella Shields. It eludes him. The Centrals have worked it. Foot kick off the ground was okay there by O'Malley. He's been a great try for the day. Got it forward for his club. Looking there for the lead of Joey Pace. He is forward to the centre wing, but he can't get there before it goes out of bounds. Boundary throw in the far side of the ground. 8-13.
Tried hard all day too, Joe Pace. Grubby.
Yeah, he has tried hard, hasn't he?
Yep.
Has tried hard. Well, I think they've all tried hard. They've just been that little bit better, Jonesy.
4-6-30 is the Werribee score.
Out it goes now. O'Malley gets the punch away. It goes out to Philbin. Philbin puts it up towards the half-forward flank. Could have been paid a mark there in these wet conditions from the umpire, but no. Out it goes for a throw-in. And what's his name? Bub. What sort of a stupid name is that? So Bubby will throw it in. Throw it in, Bubby, as he does. Big Gillam goes up, McMahon goes up, all the ruckmen are up, and the Corio little men come out with it as they do. Goes over the wall, here comes Baker running down the ground. Has he been a good player? Picks it up, gives a left-hand handball over to Cullen. He's nearly my best Cullen as he puts it up towards the half-forward flank. It's Bennett. Bennett again on the left boot by Crikey.
He's got some
Have a look at this bloke. He's been sitting on the bench all day. Boyle, he's as clean as a whistle.
And he's kicked it
put
like
it up
a camel.
the forline. He's kicked it like he should have been sitting on the bloody bench too. And out it goes towards the boundary line.
Baker got a hand pass away. Boyle's still back in there.
What the hell's wrong with Phil Boyle? I haven't seen him since about quarter time.
He went off 10 minutes into the first term and he's just come back on the last 5 minutes. So whether he's injured, I don't know.
I don't know. He's as old as Jonesy, so he might have been just having a long rest.
Cogsy suggests yes, he was injured when he went off, but and he kicked that like he was still injured.
Well, he kicked it like he had one leg.
He might come into the play here if he can lay a tackle. He can't do so. The Sentinels have worked it out. Good, just bounced inside the line.
No, it didn't. It just
didn't?
bounced outside.
Okay, the boundary umpire closer than we were, and Bennett will take the free kick. He squares it across the Cullen.
Nice,
They've
Cullen
been
again.
a good duo all day. Cullen goes bang with the left foot, kicks it to the hot spot up. The
Oh,
is that a
not
mark?
quite,
Not
not
paid.
quite.
Here's Gundry.
He's finally got one, Gundry.
He can kick a goal.
Yeah, that's his second, I think, Cookie. And as I said to his mum early, his mum said, don't bag him, so we'll give him a big rap. That was a beautiful
What time
goal.
of the
Goal
morning
of the
was that?
day.
What time of the morning was that?
She might get a vote, Gundry's mum, I reckon. The way
Yeah.
to wrap it up, said.
We won't give Gundry one, but we'll give his mum a couple of votes. By
Goal
the
of the
sounds
day.
things.
Goal of the day.
Sean Gundry. Oh, that's his first as far as I'm concerned. Kicks his first goal of the afternoon. He can kick a goal. We were starting to wonder how he got 61, but just like that evidently, got to be close in, I think.
Oh, they've been a very, very good side all year, Corio, so there's been plenty of opportunities up there. You've got to admit, they've been the best
This
side
is
for the year.
Championship in it today.
Yes, it is
They're
the
undefeated.
championship,
Yep. They're undefeated.
Avenging last year's defeat.
Could be the first championship since Werribee Sentinels back in '89 when they took the championship off us because Foster forgot the jumpers out at St Leonard's. Well, it might have been me, but I blame Foster anyways. Up goes the boy, throw it up with you. Up it goes, Big McMahon, he's been there all day, but so has Gaylard in his last game. Cullen breaks through on the left foot. He puts it down towards the forward. What a fantastic mark, a courageous mark. Gundry again. Oh, geez, I didn't have him in my votes, Gundry, but I tell you what, he's going to real close to getting in there. What's he doing? He's playing on. He's given it over to Laurie. Laurie's been down back all day. That's where he should have been by the looks of that kick. Into the forward pocket. The Centrals boys clear it out.
Frankie's got more mud in the crack. Frankie's got more mud in the crack.
He's got more mud in his crack than
Yep.
I don't even know what to say.
Hit the deck pretty hard there and sprayed a bit around. Central's chance, they might work it out. Comes out towards half back, chopped off and well done so by the Corio side. Now let's have a look at that one. That was Matty Ince, who's got two jumpers on now. Got it into the forward pocket. There's quite a few players milling around down there. Here's one of them, is Matty Cullen trying to get a kick in. He might
He's played on the ball.
Oh, I thought one hand was well over the shoulder. The umpire was closer than we are, and he said no, it's a free kick to the Werribee Centrals.
He might have been a bit lucky there as out comes the ball. Big Boyle's going and he's going to get a nice easy chest mark, Boyle. And if anybody can kick it from that far out at the moment, it could be Boyle.
Not the way he kicked the last one.
You wouldn't think so, but he must be fresh. He's going for a little pass, and there's Matty Cullen sitting there saying, if I'm going to win the best on the granny today, I'm going to kick a goal and seal it.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Grub, I hope he can top it off with a goal because he's been fantastic
He's
today.
been
He's
terrific.
been the catalyst in there.
He probably
in
struggled
the
a bit,
middle.
Sid, I think, because I think his foot would be pretty sore.
I think it would be.
He's
Cookie,
got leather
he's
poisoning.
racked up,
He has had a lot of
possessions.
kicks.
He's had a lot of the ball
Well,
today.
kick it
and,
with his right foot then.
he's had a lot of the footy and he's really set it up around the middle. He's been very smart. He's got into the areas where out in his own and set it up down forward.
I reckon he might have a pot for every kick he's had.
And he comes. If he does, he'll be as pissed as me. And he comes. Oh, he's missed that.
He's hooked it. Actually went the spiral.
He went the torpedo, yep.
Minor score there for Matty Cullen. We'll just mark that one down a point to number 48.
9-14 to 4-6. She's all over here at St Albans Reserve. I think it might have been all over a long, long time ago. Long time ago.
I can still remember that. Yeah,
Well, then
it's
you-
23 and a half minutes gone, the final turn. The umpire's going to ball it up in Corio's attacking zone. Boyle does the ruck work, brought it to ground, and Boyle is injured. He struggled then when he hit the ground. After
He did too.
That leap there, he stayed there. Centrals, can they get it out of the defensive zone? Got it about 20 metres out. In goes Ince. He's a hard at it football, like the way he plays. He's hard at the place of the back.
Been hard all day. Been hard all day.
You'll get a ball up and...
Yeah, he's been very good.
Up it goes now, Big McMahon in ruck against Jonesy's haircut. There goes the little Delaney, the skunk number 3, puts it along the ground with a toe poke. But it's beautifully picked up here. Ryan tries to get the ball. It might be Bennett. No, it's Gaylard. Can't get it. No one can get it now. It's all in the packets. Picked up by Shields. Shields puts it out towards, who is that?
Eldridge.
That's Eldridge. Eldridge puts it down to Bennett. Bennett decides to stop and have a bit of a rest. He might as well because he's been in everything all day. He's found a little short pass and it's going to Stephen Ryan.
Just come back on the ground, Ryan. He went down forward. He's played down back most of the day. His kick's okay, and Gundry takes the mark.
Again.
Frankie Brasilovic said, why didn't he let it go? I would have marked it. But he's running a bit differently, Frank. He must have a bit of the trouble with that man, I think.
Yeah.
And we're about to tick in the time on.
I think after the game you'll have a nice quiet beer. I think Frankie will be having an enema.
See what I bet he's first in the shower. He'll be first in the Toro Power, don't worry about that. Here's Gundry now. He's finally got on target. He kicked one a minute ago. There's hard up against the fence. Watch his kicking style. His mother said don't bag him.
Oh, that's a magnificent
Mum, you'll be proud of that. He's kicked a ripping goal for the
You
Boundary
said
Line.
he couldn't kick goals, Cookie.
Oh, he's back. He's back.
Yeah, he did it for Mum.
You just want to be a bit careful there, James.
The Mara Grips coach Sean Gundry kicking.
Well, letting that go. We just got a bit of help off camera there. I'm letting that go. Scoreboard, Corio 10-14-74, Werribee a 4-6-30. The margin back out to 44 points. We have travelled 26 and a quarter minutes in the final turn. Grubby, the Corio about to celebrate. Joey Pace does the ruck. We've brought the ball to the ground. It's got a bit sloppy in the centre. There wasn't too bad at the start of the seconds, but it's got a bit sloppy in there now. Centrals have got it out off the centre towards half forward. A chance, a pick up, a kick. Holland it was. Ever since you bagged him, he's played well, Grubby, actually.
Oh, only joking.
The ball goes right
Bradfield!
up the ground. Bradfield couldn't get there. Stacks on the mill, still in the goal square. Is that dribbled through? Is that a goal?
Nah, good cut through. That
Push
Corio
through by
defence
Corio.
wouldn't allow that.
Tough decision for the goal umpire, and they're all rushing at the ball like that, and someone trying to kick it off the ground, someone
Well,
trying to
it
kick
is
it through.
too, but it is too. But I tell you
Final
what,
score.
the forwards now the Corio have been very good, but I tell you what, the backmen have been terrific as well.
Yeah, Chris Wilkie,
Yeah.
one of those good backmen. Takes the mark, kicks the ball out, it's okay. Now, the ball eludes
Rogozic.
who's going at the footy hard. Gaylard comes in, but the ball's gone out of bounds. It's still in the Central's attacking zone, about 65 metres out from goal, as we say. 10-14-74 to 4-7-31 now to the Werribee Central.
They're going to be champions, Cookie.
27 minutes. A great effort, isn't it? A lot to lose a game for the whole season. and to go
Fantastic
through
effort.
And win the big one. Ryan been an epitome of the side all day as he dives on the footy. Couldn't get it out. It went through the legs of Nick Gillum. He couldn't trap it. Comes out the back to Eldridge. Brilliant in the first half and still battled on well.
Fantastic, Bell.
Taps the
There's
ball
a
out.
siren!
There's a siren! They are the champions.
There's a siren
Corio. 10-14-74 have defeated Werribee 4-7-31.
Quick
28
word from
shots,
Daryl Jones.
24 shots to 11. Sydney.
Yeah, we looked at it at the start of the game, and we looked through the Corio side, and as we mentioned, there's a lot of experience out there, and that experience just showed out as the game went on. They played smart footy in these conditions, and they worked the ball well together. Just look through the better players. We go through it. Chris Laurie was good down back. Darren Bennett also down back was good. Frank Brasilovic down forward set it up early with his 4 goals. Matty Ince down back was good. So was Reggie Dabrowski. Clinton Eldridge was everywhere. Stevie Ryan was in and under everything. David Hayes down back was good. Paul Baker was good all around the ground. Judd Gaylard in the ruck was good. Sean Gundry come into the game late and kicked a few goals was good.
You said nothing
But I
all
think-
day, now we can't stop you. Give me your 3-2-1.
But I think the best player on the ground for me, and the 3 votes for me, goes to Matty Cullen.
Matty Cullen, 3. Who's you got your 2?
2 votes I'll give to Judd for trying hard all day in the ruck, and I'll give 1 vote to Frankie Brasilovic because I think Frankie set it up early.
Ditto. Ditto.
It's just Matty Cullen best on ground for me, so let's give him the medal.
Ditto.
Beautifully played, Matthew.
No problems for me. Thanks, Sid.
That it? Finally got a word in.
Let it go!